Okay, it's Friday, March 14th, your 48-hour update for Southeastern PA, New Jersey, and Delaware. The next update will be on Sunday the 16th, but by then we'll be having some rain and some strong winds, and we'll talk about that now. Okay, this Friday afternoon, we have temperatures ranging from the mid 50s to around 60, unless you're down by the coast where you have the winds coming off the water, where temperatures are hanging around the 50-degree mark, even down here in Delaware, just barely getting into the 50s. As we go through the nighttime hours, you can see instead of the temperatures dropping from north to south, they're actually dropping from southeast towards the northwest, the opposite direction, because of the flow off the ocean. This is around 8 o'clock this evening. And you can see temperatures in Jersey have dropped down in the mid 40s, while in Pennsylvania they're still hanging around the 50s. As we go further into the nighttime hours and we head towards daybreak, this is around 7 a.m. Temperatures in Jersey have dropped down into basically in the middle 30s. The extreme southern New Jersey are around 40. Delaware, same thing, 30s. Southern part of Delaware, 40. And then out here towards Allentown and Reading and out that way, temperatures are, upper 30s out that way. There is a little bit of precipitation, sprinkles, as you can see, but that will increase a little bit later on in the day. This will be towards the evening hours, and you can start to see it beginning to pick up. This would be around 10 o'clock Saturday night, so you don't have too much to worry about. But unfortunately, with that flow off the ocean, temperatures don't really warm up very much on Saturday. Basically, the whole region is in the 40s. So we don't really have a nice Saturday to really go out there and enjoy. And earlier this week, it looked like we would, but things change. What are you going to do? And then as we get into Saturday night, this is around midnight. Again, temperatures are still hanging around the 40s because there's a southerly flow developing ahead of a front. Down here in Delaware, the temperatures have actually risen to the lower 50s. And with that situation, you also have the southerly wind getting together, and that's why you see some gusts down here into the 30s, and it's bringing some warmer temperatures in, and these winds will rise out of the south. As you can see here, here's 4 o'clock in the morning. The gusts down here in South Delaware are around 40, but as you go north, they're in the middle 30s. Now, these aren't consistent winds, these are wind gusts, so please keep that in mind. And then temperatures, as this warm air starts to flow back in, temperatures rise up a little bit. And then this is 7 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. Temperatures have risen for the most part into the 50s, mid 50s. So it's warmed up ahead of the front coming in from the west. As we move later into the morning, here's 10 o'clock and temperatures are still rising. Here's Dover at 60. Here's Allentown and Reading at 58. So that things have warmed up, and as we still go through the afternoon, here's noon. We still see temperatures rising a couple degrees. Now we get to around 2 in the afternoon. Look down here in Delaware, you're in the upper 60s. Here's Allentown, I should say, and here's Reading, Philadelphia. You're in the low 60s. Lancaster out here, you're around 60. But along with this, unfortunately, you have gusty winds, especially along the coast. Let's back this up a little bit. You can see how the winds gain strength. And then by afternoon hours around 2 o'clock, right along the coast here, you got wind gusts into the 40-mile-an-hour range. And inland also lower 40s, but some of these right along the coast can get pretty close to 50 mile an hour during the day on Sunday. And then as we move on into the overnight hours, here's around 10 o'clock Sunday evening, and you can see right along the coast here, definitely 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts. But you can see where the cold front is at out here and where the rain is coming through. Immediately behind the front, winds drop off, and you can see these things dropping off, and you can see that strong cold front right here. Now, ahead of this, winds really pick up offshore. They're in the 60s, but basically lower 50s right along the shoreline here in New Jersey and even in Delaware a little bit here, but they drop off pretty quick. Now, what happens is this comes through overnight, pushes those winds off the coast, and you can see how they calm down. These are gusts. There's hardly any gust at all. And this is about 1 o'clock in the morning, Sunday night into Monday. Now let's back this up. Early Sunday morning around 4 o'clock. You can see there's just some sprinkles and some showers around. Basically, now we're taking it to 11 o'clock, and they picked up a little bit north of Reading and Allentown. But here comes the frontal system right here. This is around 3 in the afternoon, and you can see there's the main line. It literally runs from northern part of Pennsylvania all the way down into Maryland. So it's a pretty strong front. You can see a little bit of red in here, which means there's some heavy rain. It could even be a rumble of thunder. This is around 6 o'clock in the afternoon when it's just getting to Reading on Sunday, and then you can start to see it. It comes across. This is around 8 o'clock, and you can see a lot of reds are showing up down here in southern PA and towards Maryland, and even into Wilmington area here. So there's some heavier downpours and maybe even a thunder, like I said, coming through around 8 o'clock, and you can see it's really strong down here. I mean, look at all this coming on towards Philadelphia, towards Wilmington, and then heading into South Jersey here. We move this out ahead. This is around 10 o'clock Sunday night. A lot of heavy rain here coming through Trenton, North Jersey, down here towards Philly, into Dover and down this way, and pretty strong rains. And then as we get towards daybreak, you can see this is around 2 a.m. and it's pretty much working its way off the coast by this point in time. It's still raining down in South Delaware pretty decently, and there's a couple of spots in Jersey where there's some downpours. But you can see the line back here west of Philadelphia. It's beginning to go through, and basically by the time you get up on Monday morning, this would have all moved off the coast. All right, that's your update. Everybody, take care.